And welcome to the Health, Hospital, and Social Services Committee meeting. We're going to start by making a motion pursuant to Governor Lee's Executive Order number 78 regarding electronic meetings. I make a motion that this committee meeting agenda constitute essential business of the Metropolitan, and the meeting electronically is necessary to protect the health, safety, and welfare of Tennesseans in light of COVID-19 outbreak. Do I have a second?
Second.
Great. It's been moved and properly seconded, and I'm going to do attendance and roll call for this one. Councilmember Hurt?
Aye.
Councilmember Benedict?
Aye.
Councilmember Glover?
Aye.
Councilmember Hall? Councilmember Porterfield?
Present.
Would you like to vote yes on the Executive Order number 78?
My apologies, Chair. Yes, sir, absolutely.
Thank you. Councilmember Pulley?
Aye.
Councilmember Vice Chair Welsh?
Aye.
Councilmember Hauser? And chair votes in the affirmative as well. Great. So we have a pretty detailed agenda, not too much, and so we can get right into it. So RS 2021-849 by Toombs and Taylor appropriates a total of $183,200 from the Metro Public Health Department to various nonprofit organizations selected to receive Community Partnership Fund grants. Do I have a motion?
So second.
All right, it's been motioned and properly seconded. Do we have any discussion? All right. Seeing none, Mr. Sharp, do you have anything to say in regards to RS 2021-849?
Mr. Chairman, that is CARES Act funding that went to the nonprofits to so they could buy PPE for COVID response behaviors.
Thank you. All right, any additional discussion? All right, we'll go to the vote.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Can you name out those organizations for me, please?
That's a good question, Chair Lady Hurt. I don't know. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Yeah, I know you want to abstain if it's StreetWorks is one of them. Let me check and see if I can find that out.
I was going to say, this is Hannah Island. I've got the list. If
Ms. Zeitlin, could you please share the list with us?
Sure. The organizations are 413 Strong, Mental Health Cooperative, Nashville Food Project, and Trevecca Nazarene University.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any further discussion? Okay, we'll go to the vote. Councilmember Hurt?
Aye.
Councilmember Benedict? Councilmember Glover?
Aye.
Councilmember Hall? Councilmember Porterfield?
Aye.
Councilmember Pulley?
Aye.
Vice Chair Welsh?
Aye.
Councilmember Hauser? And the chair votes in the affirmative. And Councilmember Benedict?
Aye.
All right. Thank you. So that is 7 in favor, 0 against. Moving on to our next resolution. It's RS 2021-850 by Toombs, Taylor, Welsh, and Swara corrects a clerical error in the grant approved by RS 2023-72 and approving amendments 1 and 2 to the Healthy Start Initiative, eliminating racial ethnic disparities grant from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to the Metro Board of Health to provide variety of services in reducing infant mortality from pregnant and parenting women. Do we have a motion?
Move. Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All right. Seeing no discussion, we'll go to a vote. Councilmember Hurt.
Aye.
Councilmember Benedict.
Aye.
Councilmember Glover.
Aye.
Councilmember Hall. Councilmember Porterfield.
Aye.
Councilmember Pulley.
Aye.
Councilmember Welsh.
Aye.
Councilmember Hauser. Councilmember Taylor votes in the affirmative. All right. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Go right ahead.
before we move on, can I just mention one thing? We're probably going to see quite a few of that kind of change that we just saw right there, because a lot of those grants have year-specific goals and targets and so forth, many of which were just simply unmeetable during the COVID year. And so they will amend some of those to say, yeah, we get it. Just so you know, there's probably going to be quite a bit of that coming.
Okay. So I do see a few of those in our next few. Is it okay if we take 851, 852, and 853 together?
I would recommend we do, Chair. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Councilmember Glover. So I will read this. We will, Mr. Sharp, I'll give the introduction of the resolution. Mr. Sharp, if you have anything to add to those.
I would just say that 853 is that's a slightly different animal, if you'll forgive the pun.
Okay,
But
perfect. We'll go ahead and move forward. Thank you. All right, so RS 2021-851 by Toombs, Taylor, Welsh, and Swora approves Amendment 1 to a grant from the Tennessee Department of Health to the Metro Board of Health to build local capacity to improve public health response to the substance misuse epidemic in the Middle Tennessee high impact area. RS 2021-852 by Taylor, Welsh, and Swora approves Amendment 1 to a grant from the Tennessee Department of Health to the Metro Board of Health to prepare for, respond to, and recover from public health threats, including but not limited to response and recovery from COVID-19. RS 2021-853 by Toombs, Taylor, and Bradford approves a contract between the Metro Board of Health and Home to establish cross-promotional opportunities with Metro Animal Care and Control using unique websites and social media integration to reduce the number of shelter animals. We're also going to take 854. That actually is the last measure that we'll be discussing. So we'll take this as well. RS 2021-854 by Toombs, Taylor, Bradford, and Swora accepts a grant from the Friends of Metro Animal Care and Control to the Metro Board of Health to provide funding for emergency medical care for shelter animals. Do I have a motion for those four items?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Mr. Sharp, or any discussion by council members? All right, seeing none, Mr. Sharp, the floor is yours.
850 is the Strong Babies Grant. That's a fairly large grant that we got a couple years ago. They're carrying over some unused money from one year to the next. That's what I was talking about for the anomalies of the last year. The opioid grant is that subcontractor infrastructure building sort of money. That's additional money. The FEP grant is another. It's a PPE purchase and COVID language line. We spend a lot of money on translators for various COVID response efforts. And the last two are both. The last one is a grant from the Friends of Mac, yay for the Friends of Mac, who are wonderful people. And the other one is just a social media campaign to try to keep pets out of the shelter, if at all possible.
Okay.
53.
Thank you. Any, council members, do we have any discussion? We're on 851, 852, 853, and 854. Seeing no discussion, I will like to do a roll call vote. Councilmember Hurt,
Aye.
Councilmember Benedict,
Aye.
Councilmember Glover,
Aye.
Councilmember Hall, Councilmember Porterfield,
Aye.
Councilmember Pulley,
Aye.
Vice Chair Welsh,
Aye.
Councilmember Hauser, and the chair votes in the affirmative, 7 in favor, 0 against. That concludes everything that we have to take up. Mr. Sharp, I know that you all have made some changes to our protocol, our vaccine protocol for, not protocol, but our vaccine rollout. Could you briefly just explain that to us? Any information that you would like us to have, any help that we can give you all, we'd like to be able to do so.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, you know, we lowered the age to 16 plus, I believe, started last Friday. So basically, anybody that wants to come can come. We're still doing a lot of what they're booked up through May for the special events where they go out to different places around the county. I believe the plan is we've gotten a release of some more Johnson & Johnson finally from the state. And I believe the plan is to convert one of the testing centers to, a drive-through vaccination center, probably the one on Murfreesboro Road. So that information, more definitive information about that will be coming very shortly, I believe, Mr. Chairman.
Perfect, thank you. And before we adjourn, I want to share with you all in regards to the nose facility. We've been having some discussions in regards to the nose facility, and we have an RFQ request that that will be actually the deadline for the RFQ has been extended to this upcoming Friday. We haven't had anyone to bid on the nose facility to take over the responsibility for that. I will try to keep you guys updated as much as I can. Again, the current operator has not submitted a bid for to continue to be the current operator, or to continue to be the operator of our nose facility. This is news for me today, but I wanted to share with this committee as we move forward, because we've had such a conversation in regarding Bordeaux Hospital, as well as now nose facility with having third-party operators. So I thought that this would be some good information that you all could take with you, and I'll continue to update you as I learn more. Do we have any further discussion? I see some hands. Councilmember Benedict.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you for your good work leading the committee. Mr. Sharp, I know we exchanged some emails today. I know that it was just a short time ago, but I just want to make sure people understand the question that I received that I sent over to you. I believe you're working on it, but since the vaccine opened up for 16 and older, I know that kids need to sign, anyone between 16 and 18 needs to sign a waiver, or needs to have a waiver signed by a parent. Apparently on the covid19.nashville.gov, also known as the safenashville.org, on that there's no link to the waiver on that site. So if you could give us any update on that, I sure would appreciate it. It'd be very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. So have you had your shot yet? When you showed up, they gave you a consent form?
I have had one.
You're one. So those are at the site, and that's the paperwork you'll get when you go check in.
Sorry, Mr. Sharp, I'm having some connectivity issues here. My apologies for that. I actually did not get my shot at the Music City Center. I got it elsewhere. So I don't know the paperwork that you're referring to. If you could help me understand so I can.
Sure.
Sorry for my
When you go to-
connectivity issues.
Sure. When they go to check in, they got it by alphabet, and you'll go there and they'll give you a packet of information. The first thing on there is the consent form. So it will be made available to them when they go check in to get their shot.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Councilmember Bennett, Councilmember Porterfield.
Thank you so very much, Chair. And I just wanted to thank Mr. Sharp for all the work that he has done and that he continues to do. And I cannot speak for my colleagues, but I can speak for District 29. And we would love to have a drive-through vaccination site right there on Murfreesboro Road. So I hope that my colleagues would also be in favor of that. But again, speaking for District 29, bring it on. We're ready to have it. Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to it.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion? Seeing none, I will.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead, Councilmember.
yeah, I just want to say that I'm not surprised about no's. If I was trying to be funny, I would say that Ray Charles could see that coming, but I'm not being funny today.
Thank you, Councilmember Hurt, for the non-funny joke. Any further discussion? All right, seeing none, I will adjourn this meeting. Thank you all. See you later.